Hi guys, thank you for joining me again here on Bushcraft Basics with Ben. This is the Mora Garberg, a really well respected knife within the bushcraft field, used by many of the top guys out there making bushcraft videos and recommended by all. So this is going to be my version, this is going to be my review on this knife. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this, lots to talk about, stay tuned.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
So the Mora Garberg turns up in this neat little box, all the specs as well are put on the side of the box there, so it's really easy to figure out what this knife's all about, what it can offer, and let me tell you guys, it's a hell of a lot. So I just want to read you this really quickly off the box. It says, manufactured at our factory in Mora, Sweden. It is the most robust knife that we have ever made. The 3.2mm thick blade is made of Swedish stainless steel, treated to make it even stronger and more durable. The blade has a Scandi grind profile that makes it easy to keep sharp, and a ground spine compatible with a fire starter. Whatever adventure that you choose to go on, you do not want to be out without your Mora Garberg. So these guys, the Mora company, which is a massive company, experts in blade making, have also said here on this box, we can see it straight away, that it's one of the more durable knives that they've ever made. So that's a big statement, and like I said, it doesn't fail to deliver. So we're going to dive straight in now to putting this knife to the test. I did venture out yesterday with it just to play around a little bit in the woods, the local wooded area here. But yeah, back at my house to do this review. Like I said, hopefully you guys will enjoy this. So first of all, the sheath, you can see this thing's not coming out of the sheath. There's no little press-through clips to keep that in place, which is good. Nothing to get snagged on. This thing just fits perfectly, and because of the design of the sheath itself, locks into place once you press it past the handle point. You can hear a click, and like I said, that's not coming out. Brilliant design, very easy, simple, minimalistic in some ways, but it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and that's what I look for as well when I'm looking for a knife in a sheath. I don't want press studs or buckles or anything like that. I just want something that I can drop my knife into and know that it's securely locked in place. Some people choose to modify their sheaths. What I've chose to do with mine is just basically wrap some Gorilla Tape on there. You never know when you need Gorilla Tape when you're out and about. With the knife being such a durable tool, it can do so many different jobs, it just makes sense to add extra bits of kit like masking tape, things that you might need when it comes to using this as well. So always worth thinking about doing. So one of the things that I'm going to be asked about this knife, or one of the things that people buying this knife for bushcrafting purposes are going to want to know, is how well does this knife keep an edge, and what's it like at creating feather sticks. Now with it being a Scandi grind, you can see the edge will keep very, very well and for a long time. I've not sharpened this knife now since I got it about 4 weeks ago. Still cutting perfectly fine, batanning wood with ease, and creating feather sticks is just a walk in the park. So although people think that this is a budget bushcraft knife, I don't want that to put you off, because let me tell you, this is definitely up there with some of the big boys, some of the big knives in the bushcraft field, and I can't recommend this highly enough. I will leave a link for anyone that wants to go buy themselves this knife. What an amazing piece of kit, and to be honest, I can't see where this would struggle in any area. But I'm going to show you guys so you get a better look and a better understanding at what I'm talking about. Just find yourself a nice straight edge, and we're simply going to grip the knife in a normal standard hold. Keep the elbow locked out and just run this blade down the length of that grain. You can see the Mora Garberg makes light work of any kind of feather sticking. I mean, I've already just been lightly pressing down this grain, and we've already got some nice curls forming there, some longer curls, and that hopefully gives you guys a good idea of how easy that was for this knife. thing that people are going to want to know how well this knife performs with is battaning, and so I've picked a rather chunky piece of wood. I've not just got some pre-split wood like this to start battaning like most videos will show you, because that's not going to really put the knife to the test. I really want to give this knife a challenge, so I'm going to pick this piece of wood here, which is obviously, you can see, sturdy. It's got a nice circumference, really thick piece of wood, and we're going to try and batten our way through that. So as I've already mentioned, guys, I haven't really sharpened this blade at all since I received it 4 weeks ago. So mainly the reason for that was I just wanted to see how long the blade would keep. But you can imagine, if you was sharpening this blade on a frequent or regular basis, this would make light work of this. I mean, it's going through it with ease now. So imagine when you do keep this knife nice and sharp. So I've just got some Fire Glow firelighters here. I don't really need to mess around with some serious tinders like feather sticks or anything like that. This isn't a fire making video or a fire making tutorial. This is more about the knife and the capabilities of what the Mora Garberg is capable of. And so one of the things that it says it can do pretty well on the back of the box is work in conjunction with a fire steel. So with this firelighter, I'm just going to mush it up into small pieces like this, and we're going to fire off some sparks using the Garberg and see what the spark quality is like from using this knife. So just make a little pile of these and see if we can get one of those sparks to land, or a few of those sparks to shower over this sprinkle of firelighter. There we go, got a nice little pile. It's not a massive pile by any means, but it should be enough now just to see how well the back of this knife, the back of the spine, can fire off some sparks from our fire steel. Like I said, the main focus for this point of the video is to see how well the spine of this knife works with a fire steel. So we're going to fire some sparks off into the firelighter and see what happens there. Didn't take me long at all. You can see, look at all the sparks that are going off there. Absolutely amazing. That passes the test of what Garberg said this knife could do. They said it works in conjunction with the ferro rod pretty well, and I can only confirm that. So you guys saw there, didn't take me long at all. Granted, it was like a firelighter solution that I was using there. This easy casts off enough spark and is pretty good at doing that. So there should be no reason why this can't get your fire started out in the field using other tinders. One thing I haven't mentioned yet about this blade or this knife is that it is a full tang blade, and it does run the full length throughout this plastic handle. Now the plastic handle, I want to touch upon this a bit more. When I first saw this and read up about the Mora Garberg, it was one of the things that was putting me off, because I thought on pictures it looked cheap and tacky, but I can assure you this plastic is very hard plastic and it feels quality. It doesn't feel cheap or tacky. It's really well weighted in my hand. Everything that you want from a bushcraft knife. So do not be put off by this handle. It by far surpassed any expectations that I had when it turned up. I was expecting some cheap, tacky plastic handle, and that is just not what this is. This is a really quality plastic. But yeah, the knife is full tang. It runs right through the handle there, and it comes out at the end with this lovely end piece, which we can use for when we're using battaning or we're trying to split wood. We're using a mallet on the end of our handle. We're not going to split that plastic in any way. It's not going to damage that, because we are actually hitting steel. So this Mora Garberg does come in two versions. It comes in a carbon steel and the stainless steel. Now, depending where you live in the world and how much rain you receive each year, depends on probably which one you're going to choose to pick. Now, me living in the UK, we do have a lot of rainfall, and I don't want my blade going rusty, so I did opt for the stainless steel. For me, this was perfect. The stainless steel one is going to hold out, it's not going to rust, and it's everything I need from a knife living in the UK. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully I've answered a few of your questions with regards to the Mora Garberg. This is an amazing budget bushcraft knife. Now, I don't want that word budget to put you off. Like I said, this does definitely rank up there with some of the big boys, some of the better blades. For £60 UK money, you cannot get a better knife, in my opinion, on the market. This will do everything above and beyond. It's an absolutely amazing knife in so many respects. The weight of it feels quality, the plastic feels quality, the blade keeps an edge, super sharp, easy to sharpen as well. So what more can you ask for an all-round bushcraft knife? Hopefully, like I said, you have enjoyed this one, and if you have, then please do give it a thumbs up. Drop down in the comments box below as well, because it's always lovely to chat to you guys, see what you think about other knives that are on the market, but also your experience with the Mora Garberg. Until next time, take it easy, look after yourselves, and if you can, please do look after somebody else as well. I'll see you on the next one.